You a Star Wars fan? Because you'll be amazed at number one, that a lot of women might be into the shit that you're into, but you're so worried about her judging you that you don't give it half a chance. But also some of the things that you're not into, you'll be amazed at how women would want to get into it because they want to get closer to you.
A lot of times they say shit like, "Oh, I'm free on weekends," or I'm usually free on Thursdays," or whatever the hell. So if it makes sense, then I schedule a date.
If she really liked you from the get-go, there would be no reward system you would have to look for to do anything for, right? Because it would automatically be there, And I like to do this in conversations sometimes. When you're speaking with somebody and you'll hear a girl say something like, "I'll never do this," or "I don't like this," or "I don't like that." And then you'll notice, you'll say, "Nah, I kind of like it. I like it when blah, blah, blah." And she's like, well, yeah, when you say it like that, I like it, and it's just kind of like, yeah, you switched up awfully fast for somebody that just really said they don't like something. And so, there's always been clues out there for fellas to understand, like, yo, if they really like you, they will change their whole political party.
They're not giving her real instruction. They're not letting her know what it really is. And most dudes don't do it. Most dudes don't say what it is because they're afraid to hear no, or they're afraid to bring up sex too early and all of this and all of that. But the bottom line is this. Either, again, and somebody said it, either she's feeling you or she's not. You understand? Either she's feeling you or she's not. We got to stop all this nonsense, man. Guys are too afraid to hear no, and it's like I'd rather hear no than to waste 2, 3, 4 dates and time spent, money spent, and all this other shit just to find out that you wasn't feeling me any damn way. You see what I'm saying? But so with me, first date is cool. If you don't want to do it on the first date, no problem. You could be on your period or whatever it is. There's a lot of things that could be off on the first date, right? It doesn't matter. But second date, you gotta know what it
is. For me, I like exclusive vagina to me. And that's because I don't want to catch nothing to have my later years messed up. And I like to stroke without no condom on. It feels great.
No.
So I like it.
So you like to be hugged by the sugar walls? You like to be hugged?
Yeah. I like that velvet, plush velvet. The smoothness. So,
but even then, Jay Roman, I hear you.
He don't get up for nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So, and the reason is because he has to conserve his energy to do 3 full workouts a day up until his competition date. You understand? So when he's in season, he literally just works out as hard as he can. Then he sits on the couch and his wife brings him everything. The only thing she don't do is fucking piss for him, right? So what I'm saying is, it's one thing to have a wife that does it, because you said earlier, these were the words you used. You said a woman who says, "Oh, I rock with this dude, so I don't mind doing this." But see, it's a difference between a woman who doesn't mind and a woman who cheerfully wants to do it. Understand the position of a simp. Make sure you understand the position of a friend zone nigga. Make sure you understand that a man doesn't do anything for nothing. You understand? So run the game, be careful, and do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm. And that's right there, Jay Roman. And that's the problem. Your main chick should always be prioritized over all the new chicks. Right? The new chicks should not get preferential treatment. Right? So what would make it difficult for a lot of women is if you're giving girlfriend treatment to the new chick. Right? So this is why when you very first meet women, you have to establish boundaries and parameters where they got to earn everything. So that way, when the main chick is with you and she knows you're dealing with new women, she knows they have to go through the gauntlet too. They just don't get shit quicker. Like
Kerry K set in the blaze, sagging. Miles Cunham with the game so tight. J. Roman lit the torch, keeping it right. Manhood's the challenge, skill set to master. In a world moving fast, gotta move faster. Trap beat, pounding 808, shake the floor. Guided by the host, wisdom like law. Kerry K drops jewels, the crowd enthralled. Words cut deep, no need for brawls. Miles Cunningham, tactics sharp like a dagger. Navigates the game, makes the haters stagger. Journey to manhood, no easy feat. Lessons from the masters, words concrete. J. Roman with the keys, opens the door. Manhood's the path, gotta crave for more. Manhood's the challenge, skill set to master. In a world moving fast, gotta move faster. Trap beat, pounding 808, shake the floor. Guided by the host, wisdom like law.
Like law.
Oh, What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What's going on? I like that hat, man. That shit is fire. I like that.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Yeah, man. What's going on with you?
What's going on? What's going on with Miles and Cunningham Elements? What's going on your side of the
man? It is still cold. It is still shea butter season. So make sure you get your shea butter. Stop playing with them. Get your shea butter, man. And also get your soaps, man. Yo, the soaps is going crazy. The lemon mint going crazy, bro. So make sure you guys order your soaps. We got the lavender. We also got the rose. And of course, we have the masculine identity soap, all around smell good soap, good moisturizing, good for the beard, good for the scalp, the skin. Man, let me tell you, once you got my soap, you don't need shampoo and all that other shit. All you need is my soap. That's it. You understand? You get the soap, you get the shea butter, and then you get the cologne. Like, you're covered. You don't need no special instructions, nothing. Just wash your ass, moisturize, and then put on some cologne, and then you straight. Everything's perfect.
And look, that shea butter, bro. I'm going through my second jar. I'm gonna need to order some more. Look, let me tell y'all, since I've been putting that on, it's hard for me, and I'm not lying. This is not hyperbole. It's because I used to use coconut extract and all that kind of shit.
Coconut oil, yeah.
When I use, but even when I go outside and it hit the skin, I begin to ash up a little bit.
Yeah.
However, I put on the shea butter though, it lasts a little bit longer. And not only that, it doesn't have the excess oils like coconut oil would have. So I'm just saying that, it's a very good product. I'm just letting y'all know.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Yes, sir.
I'm about to be out that motherfucker. And I'm going through it, and I'm like, and I finished the first jar, and I was mad as fuck, and I'm like, I'm using this shit too much, right? But anyway, so that's some real shit. It's a dope product. It really is. It really is.
Yes,
For those of you who haven't tried it out, the whipped shea butter is the shit.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, right there. It ain't Dr. Bombers no more, Dr. Cunningham. There you go.
No, exactly. Dr. Cunningham, the Tyler Durden of the game, nigga. You feel me? So make sure you go to Cunningham Elements, guys. Go to Cunningham Elements, get your orders in, and because it's really like first come, first serve. You understand what I'm saying? So get your orders in, man. Because once shea butter season is over, we're not gonna be able to do it until next year. So make sure you get your orders in now.
All right, so real quick, shout out to Duca Lux for the Norwegian Chrome 100, a coffee or two. Look, I've been chilling on the espressos lately because the dentist told me not to, and she was pretty, so I listened to pretty women. I'm just fucking with y'all. I'm just, but she was attractive though. I'm looking at her like,
bitch,
you with your cute ass.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? She's young too. Shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? For having a vision and doing her little dental thing. But real quick, definitely get the likes up. But also, guys, the call-in number, 1-844-672-7300. $5 per question, $10 to tell a story. If you do have a question, like Jillian said, put a Q followed by your question. We are talking about most women aren't meant to stay. men must accept this reality. Miles, I was watching the show that you and Lucario did yesterday, the live stream. And I need to check out their live streams. Not just the Friday one, but check out, they shit, period.
Yes, sir.
But I will say, y'all were talking about most women you encounter, you really won't like that. And L said 7 women, and you were like, I'm still on one hand. Hold on.
I'm still counting on one hand.
That shit was so real because the women I actually like are the women that I was actually in a relationship with. You know what I'm saying? So for all the women that's watching, see, here's the problem with women, and God bless their little hearts. Because they think it's all about trying to get a guy to love them. No, bitch. Get a nigga to like you. Let's start there. Because this is what women don't understand. Like, a lot of women complain that guys are, they do shit to get the pussy and they switch their personality up after a while. And what it really is that they don't like the chick like that. That's all it really is. And I had a consultation this morning, and I tell guys, a lot of guys confuse infatuation with liking. You think you like her because you're infatuated with the beauty, the feminine aura, all of that, the softness of the woman. You're infatuated and you think you like her. And what happens, once you talk to her for a little bit, maybe you have sex, maybe you don't even have sex, you realize real quick, I don't like her like that. Like, I don't want to, this is why, look, when I was in high school, real quick, this is why I never liked taking showers with chicks. Because I don't like you like that. To get into the shower with you and let the water hit us together and shit. You know what I'm saying? And have you wash my back because I can't reach back there sometimes. I don't like you like that. But Miles, what do you have to add to this conundrum that men find themselves in?
Yeah, well, when I talk all the time and I say certain things about, men in general, and I say we're the closest thing to God. And when I say that type of stuff, I really mean it. And I mean it on a lot of different levels. So to associate it to this conversation, the way that I mean it in this conversation is that as men, and as far as being closest thing to God, a man's value is so intrinsic in life, right? As far as how much value we bring to the rest of society, to the rest of civilization. I honestly consider that as a man, by default, you love everyone. You see what I'm saying? The sacrifice, the value, the work that we put in, the fact that we're, if shit go down, like we're the ones that gotta, like, for example, when you get on a plane and they say, oh, is anybody willing to sit in the emergency row to, and be responsible for that? Honestly, being a man makes you responsible for all emergencies, period. You understand? Like when, if you, especially if you're a family man and, you got kids and things like that, like for example, once you have kids, you're already a dead man, meaning that you're already willing to put your life on the line for your offspring, for your children. You get what I'm saying?
And that's facts.
Right. So these type of things makes me think of men as the closest thing to God, that we love everyone. Because we have so much value and protection and security and order, and we have all these things to provide to the rest of the civilization. So when we get into liking, you got to understand that it's a whole different prestige for a man to actually like you. Because I love everybody. Because if shit goes down, like if I'm standing next to an old lady and shit hits the fan, I'm jumping in front of the old lady. You get what I'm saying? If shit goes down in front of some kids, I'm jumping in front of the kids.
That's facts. I agree with
that. I don't even know them, but that's the love that I bring as a man. But to say that I like you, though, that's an entirely different motherfucking realm of prestige in my prioritization as far as my favorite people on the planet. You get what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So that's what I know, because I'm not sure how many guys fully understood what me and Lucario was talking about yesterday when we was talking about actually liking somebody. It's like, bro, like, yeah, I'm a man. I show love to all species, all beings. It's what I do. I'm the closest thing to God. I provide, I protect, I produce, I work, I bring value. But for me to like you, though, Like to put up with your shit, to worry about the day you had, to ask you questions and actually listen to you speak, and to let your problems become my problems on a personal and social level. I got to like you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even beyond just fucking you, I got to, because bro, there's women that the sexual chemistry was everything. The pussy, the fit was real snug, lovely. Real good, tight, juicy, warm, and wet, and it's a wonderful thing. But did I like her? No. Did I enjoy having sex with her? Yes. But do I like her though? No, I don't like her. Like, I don't even consider her a friend. Like, you.
And right there, I'm glad you said you don't consider her a friend, because a lot of times women, they'll say shit like, "Oh, I want the guy that I fall in love with to be my friend." And I don't think people understand how serious that word is, friend.
Friend.
It's a serious word. I don't just throw that word around. Bro, and you said this, because you said have someone else's problem becomes yours. Ice-T said, when you say yes, you turn someone else's problem into yours.
Yeah. Shout out to Ice-T. Yep.
For me to have that kind of consideration and thoughtfulness for a woman, I gotta like you.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, I have to genuinely adore you, which is respect and love. But because to have you around me, for me to call you up and be like, "Hey, girl, bring your ass over here," and I'm willing to sit and watch a Netflix movie with you before we fuck. And that's the key. You see, y'all got Netflix chilling all wrong. I gotta like a bitch for me to Netflix and chill. I gotta like you. I mean, I gotta be dealing with you for a while, and we have to have been fucking for a little while too.
Right.
It ain't no, I met you last week. And let me just say this. I just want to ask every guy this. How do you like a woman after a week? How does that work?
Yeah.
I want someone to answer. Riddle me this. How do you like somebody after a week? Like, really like them? Like, it's impossible.
Crazy.
Guys, the call-in line is open. Let me go ahead and hit the joint right quick. The call-in line is open. Again, 1-844-672-7300. Right? If you guys got any questions, anything going on, feel free to chime in. Again, you can also put a Q in the chat followed by your question. We can get you there.
Yeah. Jay Roman in the
house.
What's going on, homie? Yeah.
Apologize for the tardiness. I had to change the batteries in the smoke detectors. We didn't have that going off during the show.
We can't have that. No,
we would have clowned you, bro.
Yeah.
We would have
Real shit. Nah, appreciate that.
I realized I need to order some more batteries, though.
There you go.
So what's going on, fellas?
Chilling, man. How you,
Zach?
Hey, chilling. Man,
oh,
chilling,
you
J. Roman.
Yeah, you are on the West Coast, huh? Like, you ain't really got this nor'easter.
Nah, I'm on the West Coast. I'm originally from Detroit, so I done dealt with snow and had to,
you know what it is, yeah.
Do all that and the snow days and stuff like that. But now out here we just had some heavy fog. And we had our cold. So I know everybody be like, man, that ain't cold.
Ain't cold.
But when we get down to 30 and 28, that's cold to us.
Right.
So, that ain't cold. I know.
Let me see who we got. Who we got? All right, we got 847. You are on live with the Manhood is a Skill Set show. Name, age, city, and where did you send it?
Hey, gentlemen, my name's Mike in Tampa, 39, and I cash app Zag.
All right.
Appreciate you.
All right. So, what's on your mind? Go ahead.
So this woman went out with me a week ago. This was last Saturday. And we played a game of pool and went for a walk, started making out. Like, it was going well. And I invited her to my place, and she was resistant to it. So I was like, all right, we'll just go to my car for a little bit. And then all of a sudden, she's getting on top of me in my car. I mean, I don't want to get, like, explicit and stuff.
Wait, Mike. Stop right there. Hold on, Mike. I just want to make sure we have the chain of events right. Because just now, you said you invited her to your place. She was resistant to it. and then as a consolation, you say, okay, let's go to my car?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. But go ahead, continue the story.
I should have just left. So should I just end the date right there then? Anytime?
No. Continue the Mike. Continue the whole story. So because there are people who are listening who have been in your predicament or will be in that situation. So tell the whole thing, please.
Yeah.
Tell the whole story. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. So yeah, I mean, she's on top of me, and like I was fingering her and all that, and
in
like
the back
it was
seat,
starting
she's
to
on
get,
top of you in the back seat.
No, I was in the driver's seat. I got a Mustang, so.
Oh, okay, some space. All right.
Yeah. So, and like, I was sucking on her nipples. Like it was getting really hot. And then I was like, all right, let's just stop this. I was like, I'm just going to drop you off. And I just took her to her car and dropped her off. And like, I stopped everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then, it's been a week. I haven't even messaged her. I haven't heard from her. So I'm just thinking like, at what point, like, should I even consider reaching out to her? Or just leave her alone?
I'll let you guys go first. I'll go last.
My thing. So when you told her to come back to the crib and she was resistant, see, here's the thing. This is why you got to have a plan. You got to have a clear idea of what you really wanted to do. If you know you wanted to bring her back to the crib and she didn't want to come back to the crib, then the situation should have been over from there. Do you understand? Anything beyond that is you compromising. Yeah. To what she wants.
If I would have been cool with not doing it the first night, taking her to my house, then that aligns with what I want.
Exactly. Now, that's my advice to you as far as like having a clear plan of what you want. You got to have, like I said, have a clear vision of what you want. And if she's not with it, then you got to leave it alone. Yeah, go ahead, Jay.
Okay.
I just got a few questions for you. Did you drive there? Did she ride with you?
Yeah, I drove there. No, we drove separate.
Okay. Yeah. So you didn't drop her off. You drove separate, and you told her, okay, well, instead of coming to my place,
an hour to me.
Okay.
She drove to your house, and then you drove to whatever place you guys went to.
No, we just met up at a bar like 5 minutes from my house.
Now, when you said, hey, won't you come back to my place? And she said no. And then you said, well, come sit in the car for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And did she give you a reason on why she didn't want to come back to your place?
I fucking wish I would have. Well, I remember it wasn't like, no, I'm not doing that. It was almost like a not right now type of thing. Cause I think she was feeling me. I mean, but the point is like, she was resistant to it, I guess.
Okay. So the only thing I can say is I totally agree with Miles.
I do.
The thing is, I just don't want you guys walking around with the sour face, right? As soon as they say, oh no, then you're like, all right, date's over.
Right. And you're butthurt and then you send them home.
Let's go. You know, you're not following my instructions. Let's go. You know, basically, though, if you're at that point, like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna just leave this date right now because, you know, I want to talk in a more physical form. You know, I want to
communicate with my
I want to communicate differently. You know, I don't like teasing myself. So, you know, maybe next time, you know, that's my bad. Or maybe next time and stuff. We're not gonna, you know, be sour pusses and be like, oh, okay, bye. You know, so that's my only thing. You know, you say it in a certain way, you get out, you let her know, you know, maybe next time or something like that. Now, you say you haven't contacted her. What's your reasoning for that?
Because I honestly was seeing if she would contact me.
Okay, now did you at least say, hey, you know, had a good time, text me, let me know you got home?
Yeah.
You know what? I did, and I didn't hear from her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me so let me jump in here real quick, and I agree with everything that both Jay Roman and Miles said, and let me just toss this on there as well, to what Jay Roman was saying. if I want guys to understand the difference between a woman who is showing a lack of interest in you at all when you try to invite her back and she's like, no, I don't want, versus a woman who you guys are kind of making out. There's definitely some interest there, some curiosity there.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily a hard no, like I ain't trying to fuck you at all, versus on tonight is not a good night. And like the fellas was saying, all right, well, look, walk into a car, hey, hit me up when you get home safe. And then at that juncture, if you want to see her again, you just hit her up and let her know. Come to the crib with it. That's it. You don't offer another date. But let me also say this though. What you do not do is let a woman know you want to come back to your spot. She turns that down, and then you sit in your car and y'all start dry humping. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that because this is what it looks like to me, right? And I'm not saying you were doing this, but I know guys do this when women are initially resistant. Guys be like, well, let me make out with her and try and get her horny. Let me try and get her there, and then maybe we'll have sex. You don't want to do that either.
Okay.
Plus, it looks it looks like a consolation prize.
Yeah.
Like you're bargaining for every little step. Okay, well, if I can't take you home, can we sit in the car and I can finger you? Oh, okay, if I can't do that, can we kiss? Can I touch your hair? Can I smell your hair?
Yeah,
it's almost like you're bargaining for every little interaction.
I want that.
And you always want to be in control of you. You can't control another person. But I'm not gonna sit here and be teased. Like, how old are you again?
39.
Yeah. Come on, man. Like, you know what teasing is about. You know what it's about. Now, I don't even say call me when you get home. I say somewhere safe because I don't know if you're going home.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
So it's letting them know, like,
or call me. Text me when you get to your destination. That's
Call me wherever you're going. Let me know that you're safe, because you don't know where she's going. She might be like, "Hey, I'm going to my dude's house. I'm going to go get." Thank you for the date. I was curious about you. You seem cool, but I got something else lined up. Going on. So
because sometimes that's the real reason why she can't go back to your house.
Yeah.
You understand? But so Carl, I want you to notice something. I want you to notice that, again, like Jay Roman said, you taking her to the car just to feel her up is a consolation. And a part of when it comes to certain things, man, it's gotta be all or nothing, especially when upon first meeting a woman or the first date. It gotta be an all or nothing type of thing. And the reason is because you need to establish your respect, your self-respect. You got to establish that, because if you invite her back to the crib and she's resistant, but you take the consolation prize of feeling her up in the car, there's a part of her subconsciously that knows that there's a level of self-respect that you don't have, which is a part of the reason why she didn't text you that she was safe. Do you understand that?
I see. Yeah, that's good.
Because she's like, oh well, I don't need to let him know that I'm safe. Once she left your presence, you were not on her mind anymore, because there's a level of self-respect that she knows that you don't have for yourself, because you're willing to settle for feeling her up in the car.
I like that. I didn't see that. I like that.
Right.
Okay.
But here's the thing too. Sorry, Kate. Here's the thing, real quick. Now, what I would say to you is that if you get more experience in dating, and you're the type of guy where it's a part of your masculine identity to build things up, then let your vision be to bring her to the car, get her hot, and then bring her to the house, because you're building.
Oh.
But don't ask her to come to the house, and then if she says no, you be like, all right, let's go to the car. You get what I'm saying? Because you got some guys, they love making out in their car. Like, whatever. Like, it's all good. I'm not saying you shouldn't. But what I'm saying is, let it be on your terms. Let it be a part of your plan. But go ahead, Kate.
Yeah.
Right there. Mike, real quick. And I'm glad you added that part at the end. Let it be on your terms. See, Carla, what you did was you did shit on her terms. She basically said no to what you said, and then you did something that you thought was more acceptable to her. That's what you did. Right. So essentially, and I said this, I want guys to understand something about women. Women don't necessarily consciously think of all of these things. A lot of it is subconscious. They just don't like it. And they're not necessarily consciously thinking of why they don't like it. They just know they don't like something you did, right? And what you did was you compromise yourself. Like the fellas is saying, you said, all right, look, I can't get that pussy, but I'll take scraps. I'll take making out. I'll take finger banging you in the car. Let me ask you this. When she was in the car, while you would, while you got her draws to the side and all of that, was she grabbing and groping on you?
Oh yeah, I mean, she was on top of me, just making out with me. Like it was.
No. That's not what I asked. That's not what I asked. Nope, that's not what I asked. I said, was she grabbing and groping? Was she grabbing your member? Was she trying to get that motherfucker out?
No, she didn't.
She did.
She ain't never touched it. She ain't never ran her hand across at a nut.
No, I think she did it once, but it wasn't much.
Okay, guys. I need you guys to understand something. When you are in the quote unquote throes of passion with a woman, or at least you think you are, if a woman is not touching you, if she ain't trying to see what that motherfucker feel and look like, she don't want to fuck you. I promise you she don't.
Yeah. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
It's a fact.
That's a fact.
So it's not even worth me even calling her now.
No, call her. I already told you. You already threw your self-respect out the window. Please do not call her.
Yeah.
That's over. I want you to see something. I want you to see, follow me on this, on the scenario. Follow me on the scenario. So you're there with the girl on a date or whatever. You meet the girl at the bar, and let's just say you start flirting and you start kissing, and it gets hot and heavy, and then you pay the bartender, and then you grab her by the hand, and then you go to the car. Okay, and then y'all making out in the car, and y'all doing the shit, and it's getting hot and heavy, and then you say, all right, let's go to my house, and then she says no. Then from that point, you can say, all right, cool, let me take you to your car. Have a good night. You see how you see how you didn't compromise anything?
Yeah, I like that.
You see how
what you mean.
You built the situation, but you didn't compromise anything. But you got basically the same result that you got, but only thing in your situation, you compromised your integrity.
I compromised.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. If you're the type of guy that's gonna build things and do it in stages, you can do it in stages, but when she starts to give you friction, you end it.
Yeah, respect.
Right away.
You still get to make out and do all the little shit you want to do, but as soon as she starts to give you friction, boom, we're done. And she realizes, I'm fucking with a guy that knows what he wants. You get what I'm saying? So it's pretty much the same the same sequence of events, but in this situation, you kept your dignity.
But that's not really manipulation if I purposely take her to my car to make out and get her hot and heavy. And then
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Caller, listen. It's not manipulation. It's market research. And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Notice what Kay Zagan said. Kay Zagan said, and I totally agree. If you're finger popping her and she's not feeling on your joint, she don't want to fuck you.
Yeah.
So this is why it's market research. Okay, I see that she likes spending time with me. She likes accepting my drinks that I'm buying for her. Cool. I let me take her to the car. Okay, I see that she likes making out with me, but I notice she's not grabbing on my dick. All right, she doesn't really want to fuck me. Let me end this now. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's market research. So now you don't have to think.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is just for the men. So go ahead and ladies, go ahead and use the restroom or do something else real quick. Just for the men. They do market research too. Oh, so as she swiped by your Johnson there, she might have thought, it's kind of small. No, I'm good. And I'm not saying you are small. I'm just saying that they touch it to do research too.
Yeah.
So you really need to know what type of jeans you got on, what type of clothing you got on. You know, are you a shower? Are you a grower? You know, you really need to know yourself to understand. So some of you guys don't ever need to make out in the car. You need to stand up and let them see full glory. Okay. So I'm just letting you know as they swipe and touch.
Yeah, that's cool.
you know, and I'm not saying you are one or the other, you know, because we're sitting down, we're, you know, got jeans on, you trying to, hey, it could be a lot of things. She could be just feeling the tip and she got it all wrong. What I'm telling you is, though, you need to know yourself. And if they go ahead and swipe, I had a girl try to do a little elbow, try to like, I say, hey, do you want to see it? Like, just tell me that, right? Because I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to fill on that thing. So, you know, sometimes you gotta let them know, hey, hold on. Don't swipe by now.
Don't swipe by.
I got something for you, but you know, if you want to see it,
or don't even ask. Just pull it out, like, you know. I said, oh, you want to see it? Okay.
Yeah, you want to see it. All right.
Yeah. You want to see it? Okay, here we go.
And real quick, to back what the fellows were saying, I actually did a video about that where it was like a second date update. And a woman went out with a guy. She was physically attracted to him, muscular guy, but she felt his shit through his pants, and she felt like it was a snack size, not the economy size. So she dipped. So she left. So to what Jay Roman is saying, women will do market research too. And let me also say this, and I've said this about women who are actually sexually attracted to you. When women are sexually attracted to you and they are alone with you, they want to know what it looks like. They want to see it. They want to know. They want to know what they're getting. Go ahead, Miles.
I'll say this too. It's not always just about the size either. And here's some other kind of market research. So there's sometimes that what the women, she gauges how hard it is. So if she's letting you do all of that stuff to her, and you know you got her titties in your mouth and this and that, and then she feels it, or she, you know, swipes by or whatever the fuck she's doing, and she still feels something flaccid, she probably thinking, oh, this guy's not attracted to me, so I'm not gonna fuck him.
Shit.
You get what I'm saying? So that's another thing too. That's another thing too, because I've been in situations where I'll take their hand and put their hand on it through the pants, and they feel that. Yeah, and it's like, let's get back to the crib, because, and
then that turns them on.
Right?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Okay, so Mike. Okay,
this is what I mean. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, so again, think about what I'm saying as far as being progressive. If you're gonna ramp it up, you know, step by step. So we're flirting in the bar, we're making out in the bar, then we're making out in the car, and then head to the house. You get what I'm saying? Go ahead, okay.
Yeah.
I'll equate that with this. If you're feeling on a woman and her shit is dry, you're gonna be like, huh? Right. But if you feeling it, and as you touch it, if it gets, hold on, listen. If it gets wetter and wetter to your touch, you're gonna be like, yeah, that's it, right? Because you know she's responding to you. Right. To Miles' point, if she's touching you, if you got her shit all out and you still like not even all the way hard, she's gonna be like, he's not attracted to me. Why would I want to fuck him when he can't get a hard erection to just touching me now?
Right.
And and fellas, we know it's false news, right? Maybe you just like, hey, all this stuff don't really turn me on. What really turn me on is seeing that body and getting to it. So, you know, but you still got to be aware. You got to be aware. And I think that's where experience and game comes in, where you're saying, okay, I know how to be aware with this. Here we go. That's when you touch it and you say, and you notice that, hey, I'm not really hard yet, because, you know, this is high school stuff. I'm ready for the triple X stuff. That was at the house, you know, so you got to know yourself, man. But anyway, thanks for the call.
And I was going to ask this too. Do you think that she was initially sexually attracted to me, but then when I compromised,
it doesn't matter. Mike, see, Mike, come on, bro. You know better than to ever care why a woman ain't fucking with you. It doesn't matter why. Guys, if a woman is not interested in you, the reason is irrelevant. It's inconsequential. It doesn't matter why, right? Here's the point. Okay. Let's go back to what Miles was saying about market research. What did you do? You asked her to come back to your spot. She basically told you no, which means she was not sexually attracted to you then. So, but what do? You invite her to the car. And then she reveals to you again by not touching you down there, PC with it, right? That she's not sexually attracted to you. She's been showing you that she's not sexually attracted to you. You're just not paying attention because you're so caught up in fucking her. You're just excited that she's still giving you attention.
Let me
Okay, cool.
Yeah, go ahead, Jay.
I understand where you're coming from because, you know, you were sucking on some nipples and, you know, feeling on her and doing all that stuff. And in your head, you're saying, like, ain't no way she's letting me do all this without her being sexually attracted to you. Right. The thing is, you shouldn't care at all, right? Because she was not cooperative with whatever you were saying. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
After that,
right?
It just doesn't matter. Because at this moment now, if she calls you 30 days from now because she's bored and says, hey, let's go out again, you're thinking, oh, she must have been real busy all month. And this is why she's calling me. And now you're out because now you're trying to get some consolation prize once again. She wasn't cooperative from the very jump, right? With no explanation, no nothing. Just, you know, no, I'm not ready. That's it. So don't.
Yeah.
After that, all that is extra and non-void. You got discombobulated for a minute. All you did was suck on some nipples. You mess with some boobs.
Did you say combobulated? No, I gotta address the fact that you said combobulated. I gotta.
You got discombobulated for a minute. That's it. You know.
It went over my head for a second, but I'm here now. I got you.
Yeah. You know?
Oh shit. Yeah, but
right,
Mike,
thank you guys.
Appreciate you sharing the story. And let me get a quick question in though. The place that you was at, it was a bar or a club? What was it?
Yeah, it was a bar with a few pool tables.
Okay, was it crowded?
No.
Okay. Now I want to let you know something because you're probably wondering, why would she go back to my car and make out with me if she didn't want to fuck me or if she wasn't attracted to me?
Yeah.
So an empty venue, if the venue's empty, then how much attention is she getting in the venue?
Much.
I want you to understand that was the only reason why she was willing to go back to the car, so she could get some extra attention from you.
Let me add this. Let me add this for all the confused guys. And Mike, you're a little confused, and I want you guys to understand. I'm going to tell you a quick story so you can understand how far women will go with shit. I had a homie one time. We was in a line to get into a club, and it was like, you know how Miles, when you go to J. Roman too, when it's crowded, they let you in as people are leaving because it's that crowded and shit. And it was one of those joints, but we was at the front of the line. So this chick came up out of nowhere, came to the front of the line, walked in front of one of my homies, stuck her hands down his pants and grabbed his shit. She didn't say nothing to him. That's all she did. And he let her in front of him because she did that, right? Wow. So when we get up inside of the spot, he looking for her all night thinking that meant something. And all she did was grab his joint so she can cut in line.
Cut in line. Shit.
So let me get back to my point. Let me get back to my point about how much women, when it comes to like sex and making out, how serious women really don't take a lot of that shit. There are women who will let you fondle them, touch them, all of that, and still not want to fuck you. Just to get attention, like Miles is saying. And that was a great question because she said, I'm bored. I'm not bored enough to fuck you, but I'm bored enough so you can touch me. And then at the end of the night, she pretty much knew before the night ever ended that was going to be the last time you saw her titties. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, appreciate you, man. Cool. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Yes, sir. Take it easy, man. Have a great day.
Yes, sir. You
All righty. All right, guys. Call in, guys, so we can spit this game and do what we do, man. Did J. Roman, did you want to discuss the topic?
Yeah, we're talking about most women aren't meant to stay. Men must accept this reality. And we're just talking about women being a revolving door in your life and how most of the women you encounter, even if you are sexually attracted to them, you're not really going to like them like that.
Yeah. You know, I think that's a lot
and they might not like you like that.
But I think that's a lot of people A lot of people done graduated acquaintances to friends, friends to lovers, lovers to girlfriends, and girlfriends to wives. It shouldn't be there,
Right.
and they because they didn't do any sort of vetting, and I think that's pretty much it. Like, nobody interacts with anybody to get fired. However, there should be a lot of firing going on. You're a unique individual.
Right.
My thing is this: if you're such a unique individual, should all 20 people stand next to you and be able to stand next to you as you are a unique individual? Remember, nobody understands me but my woman. Like, I always think of that. Like, it shouldn't be a lot of people that should be able to stand next to you. You should go through a lot of beautiful interactions and connections as you're vetting for somebody to stand next to you. So
I want to speak. Oh, my bad. Right? I want to speak to this little comment, right? Not comment, but to this statement right here. A man who doesn't learn to separate who he wants to sleep with from who deserves access to his life will stay distracted, drained, and stuck in unproductive cycles. Rekka comes to mind. Shout out to Rekka wherever he might be. He comes to mind because all his interactions with women, the way he describes it, they're very draining. All of them. Like none of them sound fun or productive. None of them sound like situations I would want to be in with a woman. Right? And this happens because, and this is another thing I don't understand why you guys do this. When you let women spend a night that you just met, you let chicks take showers with you and all of that, you're giving women access to your life. Giving a woman access to your bed is not the same as giving her access to your life.
Right.
Okay. It's two different things. Y'all need to learn how to separate women who are just there for that purpose. And women ain't gonna like this, but it's the truth. They're just there for sexual gratification. Right. They're there to serve that particular purpose. And I'm not saying a woman can't ascend to be more than just that. But you guys, y'all give women energy. Y'all give them that boyfriend energy. Y'all introduce that non-sexual shit to women who are unworthy. They're just flat out unworthy. And the main reason that they're unworthy is because they're not good people. They're unworthy because they haven't shown you that they're worthy. What, other than be pretty and get your dick hard, what has that woman done to show that she's worthy of access to your life beyond sex?
Facts.
What's crazy?
Real quick.
Go ahead, Mal.
K-Zag, can you put me on the main? Can you put my joint on the main? Real quick.
Let me see if I can do that for you. How do you? No, that would be you. Okay, hold on. God damn it! Hold on, let me move it. I do this shit. Okay.
I just want cats to see how my beard is shining with the shea butter in it. You see what I'm saying? I just want to. You feel me? I just want to show them. All right. Yeah. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes. So guys,
we get back to normal.
Elements. Go to Cunningham Elements and get your shea butter. I'm so serious, man. Woo, I'm glistening out here. All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead, J. Roman.
when you said the word drained, right? A lot of guys don't realize how draining the first interaction even was. How difficult it was to say hello and hi, because you was like, "Hey, how you doing? Huh? What's your name? Oh, my name? It's such and such. Oh, who are you? You ever go to extend your hand to shake somebody's hand and they kind of hold it for a minute? Oh, I don't know you yet. Who are you?
Right.
From the very instant, it's draining. Now, you can say, oh, I'm such and such, and then finally they extend their hand, but they just showed you who they were from the jump, right? You sit your hand out, you're smiling. Hey, how you doing? My name is such and such. What? Like, or you're like, hey, on the first date, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Oh, I don't know. Okay, we're going to go do this. We're going to do that. I don't know if I want, well, can we go at this time? Can we go? You don't recognize how draining it was from the very beginning. And now you're in a relationship that's draining. But if you look back, she was draining from the very beginning.
Yeah.
It was unproductive from the very beginning. So just to tie it into, most men should let them go and they shouldn't stay. Look at don't be blind with beauty as you interact with them. You have to be observant and stay with what you got going on and what it costs to be next to you. And it has to tax all the same. And I know you guys got when a teacher grades on a curve, I know you guys got this curve grading scale on how much beautiful she is, on how much you stick to your program, but it still ends up the same way. You unhappy sitting next to a beautiful woman, period.
Shout out to Easy Bucks, became a member of the channel. Appreciate you. Much love and respect. Thank you, sir.
So,
guys, remember, go ahead, Miles.
No, I was just saying, we have any questions?
No, we don't have no questions.
Okay.
Y'all right. Today, bro.
Call in, man. Go ahead and call in, guys. 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300. Go ahead and call in, guys.
Or we can end it in like 7 minutes. Y'all.
Facts.
Because if y'all ain't got no questions, I mean, I don't have too much more to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got a full list of stuff to do. Lowe's is going to be my friend today,
bro. I got a lot of shit to do too. So if y'all got some questions that y'all want to call in and get it jumping, y'all might want to do that. Post haste. You know what I'm saying? Right now. Real quick, let's get back to the title. Yeah,
the Super Bowl now, right? Yeah, we're just waiting for the Super Bowl now.
We're waiting for the Super Bowl. I think that's next weekend, next Sunday, maybe.
Yeah,
and then the UFL starts. I'm a football guy. I like it all.
The UFL, I'll jump in and jump out of that. I'll jump in and out of that because right around springtime is when I get into basketball. Like I can't really get into basketball doing this, early. It's got to get close to March Madness into the playoffs.
Right. Detroit. The Pistons are live right now. I know.
But so the Spurs though.
This is why I appreciate the UFL and Canadian football and all the football leagues out there. In my day of playing football, I might not have been good enough to play in the NFL, but I was definitely good enough to play in the UFL. But that stuff wasn't around then. Leagues will pop up and go down and pop up and go down. And then, injuries happen and my story is done. But I like the opportunities for these young men to try to continue to play, and learn a little bit. And sometimes you never see, I like the way the NFL actually, they actually have people from the UFL once it's over, USFL, whatever it's called now. Once it's over, some of them actually make the NFL team. They get a second chance and stuff. And I like that. I wish I had that around.
Yeah. Nowadays, because sports are such big business, there are way more opportunities for these young men. You got guys that are millionaires in college with the NIL money and shit. So there's way more opportunities.
Zach, can you imagine? Can you imagine? You get
back
hurt
then.
You should get hurt and lose your scholarship. Get out of here. Get out of
exactly
that.
Now
before the season even started. You got 2 weeks. You got 2 weeks to seem like you can rehab and come back and play. After that, we got to give your scholarship to somebody else.
Yep.
You talking about money?
It's
give it out. I love it.
I love it too. I love it for these young men. But they need some game to manage it though. Shout out to Travis Hunter and all them young men. They need some game to manage, all the attention and the fame and shit.
Can somebody please call in? Y'all got these niggas talking football and shit. Come on, man.
I'm gonna just say one thing, and I'm gonna try to tie it into our subject. Okay, Miles. I heard a story. I read it where some of these young men that are getting this NIL money ain't doing flashy things with it. But I heard this young dude who got some NIL money. He bought an apartment building.
Dope.
He bought an apartment building. And tenants and everything, took care of it and some other stuff. So he's already set up and making his financial moves at a younger age.
Right.
Now, the crazy thing about that, he could be financially smart at a young age, which is an excellent thing. It is great. But if he ain't got no game, a woman gonna come and take half that stuff.
Exactly.
If he didn't let her go because she didn't need to stay. Did I tie it in or what? There we go.
Yeah. Facts. Nah, real shit.
Yeah, there you go. And to Alan Garcia, where else are you gonna put the question, buddy? Where else are you gonna put it? Like put it in the comments. Like you put the work. to your point, Jay Roman, yes, there are guys who are very responsible with money. They're good with money. They know how to make money. But all it takes is that beautiful woman to come along and upset all of that shit.
Facts. Yep, that's really what it is, man. How's Travis Hunter doing? Did she divorce him yet?
No, I haven't heard anything.
Okay, good.
But
good.
he was injured for the better part of the year, so he was out. So because of that, he wasn't in the spotlight. They weren't talking about his shit. So that probably has something to do with it.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm expecting her to just anytime now be like,
it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. I don't
love him anymore. Bye.
You guys got to understand.
It's just a matter of time.
You're missing the program, right? You have to have a child first.
Oh, right.
They ain't there yet.
You can't. You don't get alimony. You ain't been married long enough. It's a lot of it is dealing with endorsements and all on it. Like you have to. I don't even know if he has a prenup or not. We don't know that.
Yeah, you're right. He's too busy to get her pregnant right now.
And then things like that. But I wish the best for him. I wish hey, hope it work out.
All right. So we got a question from Unique 79. He says, in regards to the title, as all of you always say, relationships will eventually end due to various reasons. Do you all think that attachment and detachment are not balanced in relationships?
I don't understand the last question. I will say this about relationships. I will say this. All relationships are temporary.
Yeah,
all relationships are temporary. Here's the question, and I want people to really think about this. It's not necessarily focusing on the temporary nature of relationships, more so focusing on how fruitful and beneficial they can be for both people while you have them. And I think people lose sight of that because they're too busy trying to get what they want while shitting on the other person to get what they want, right? So while you do have relationship with people, make it the best situation you can make it until it's no longer fruitful for you, right? And I always say, when you deal with women, have fun. Once it's no longer fun to you, end it. Right. It's literally that simple. Once it's no longer fun, end the shit, right? Life is too short to be battling with women about their behavior. If she ain't moving how she need to move, just move her. Move her to the side and put a new one there.
That's it. Don't change your girl, change your girl.
Facts.
So, like, relationships going to end, even the best ones, because somebody's going to die.
Exactly.
So, and you don't know when. So, I'm not saying, me personally, I'm not saying that there won't be a lasting or a long relationship you have with somebody. But as leaders and as men, if you lose the relationship you have with yourself, then that relationship with her would definitely end, because it will become unbalanced and there will be no leadership, and their problems will start to seep in. So, personally, however long you can stay consistent with yourself, to me, you'll have more lasting and long relationships. So, unless you just totally surrender and now you're the submissive one, but either way.
Well, what a lot of guys don't understand, and shout out to EO, it begins and ends with the man. But okay, I've said this about relationships. Okay, whether it's a short relationship, short-term relationship, long-term marriage, or whatever it is, if you have a relationship with a woman and it ends in a toxic nature, it's a bunch of drama and a bunch of bullshit going on, it's 100% the man's fault every time. Right. And it's your fault for two reasons, for one or two reasons. It's always the man's fault. Listen to me, ladies. Any ladies listening, when a relationship is fucked up, it's always the man's fault. Always. Right. And I know you men don't like to hear that, but I'm gonna tell you why. Right. And I'm gonna tell you why you need to accept responsibility for it.
Yeah.
If there's a big difference between both people being mature enough and having a conversation and mutually parting ways, amicably, where there's no hate. Right? Both people got to be mature to do that. But most relationships don't end like that. Most relationships is bullshit. They end with bullshit. And the reason why that is because as a man, you either chose the wrong woman, right? Or your situation was fucked up from the very beginning, and that's why it ended the way it ended. Or you had the right situation set up, and you had a down ass chick, but you fucked it up because of your inconsistencies. It's one of the two. Because I'm gonna tell you something. When women got their guy, when I say when a woman got her guy, the guy that she is super attracted to, the guy that's fucking her right, the guy that's a well-rounded man, she's not trying to go anywhere. Women aren't trying to leave that setup. So if a woman wants to leave, she either never wanted to be there to begin with, or she used to want to be there, but now she doesn't. It's literally one of those two. Shout out to Kobe Lean with the 1999, 3 free questions, right? So 3 free calls, call in.
Yes, sir, guys. We got 3 free calls. Go ahead and call in. Shout out to Kobe Lean. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Kobe Lean, man, for the support. Yes, sir.
And let me say this. And the reason why I say, because it when my first marriage ended, right? For a brief moment, right? Even though I was cool with it, like, hey, man, you want to get divorced? Let's get divorced. Fuck it. But I was still mad. I was still pissed. Even though I didn't show it to her, I was still pissed. And I thought about it for a moment. I said, why am I so pissed? And I'm like, this is my fault. Everything is my fault, right? Yeah. Because it wasn't just the fact that we were divorcing. I started to kind of look at events and how things transpired. How did we get here?
Yeah.
How did it get here, right? And then I started to think about, damn. And I saw where I fucked up. I saw where I was inconsistent. I saw where I was moving I was moving in a way I normally wouldn't have moved. And I compromised myself. So I saw the cracks in the foundation of the situation that wasn't there before. Right.
Right.
So I stopped being mad at her and said, this is on me. So now once you realize that, you go forward and you make adjustments to how you move with women. So that way, shout out to Miles and shout out to Lucario for the vetting process. Your vetting process becomes better. That's how that works. You see where you fucked up at, and you improve the way that you evaluate women. You improve the way that you filter women. So that way, if and when the relationship ends, it's okay if it ends, but it should never end on bad terms, where you guys are beefing and y'all battling and it's negative and there's drama and toxicity. It should never get to that point, because as a man, once the woman isn't moving how you needed to move, you sit her down and be like, look, it's been real, but look, we need to go ahead and call it quits. It's about that time. And she can feel how she wants to feel, but you don't want the relationship to end where you guys are already starting to hate each other. You don't want it to get to that point.
Right.
And that's on the man. It's your job to not let it get to that point. It's not the woman's job. I need you guys to understand. It's not the woman's job to not let it get. It's your job. When you see things are spiraling out of control emotionally, and you see that you have no longer, here's when you know that shit is fucked up. When you no longer have influence and your woman is not listening. It's over.
Yeah.
It's over at that point. I don't care if you're 6 months in or 6 years in.
Right.
When she's no longer listening, that means your voice no longer has power. You no longer have the influence to get her to move in a way that's conducive for the relationship. You got to get rid of her at that point. Even if you got kids. I know it's hard for you motherfuckers. Guys, I'm a father. I know you don't want another man around your kids. I know you've been used to tapping that pussy for like 6-7 years. You've been reading bedtime story to your kids and shit. You're used to waking up and cooking breakfast for them. But sometimes you got to go. You got to go for your sanity.
Facts. Now, it's I think a lot of guys don't realize how much, and this is why, this is a part of why we do what we do, guys. Like, a lot of dudes miss how much women depend on us. You see what I'm saying? Like, it goes over a lot of dudes' heads how much they really fucking depend on us and how much we bring to the table and how we're the ones that actually keep relationships going. Because like we was talking about earlier in the beginning of the show, like to actually like a woman, right? To be willing to go through the headache of dealing with her emotionality. Like, bro, that's not. And, and this is why, even when we talked about like the using the term friendship, like you can't everybody can't be your friend. Like just because Facebook says you have 300 friends, That, bro, you do not have that many fucking friends. Trust me. And me personally, anybody who claim they got more than like 10 friends, like I be looking at them funny, like, nigga, I don't even know if you understand.
More than 5 friends. More than 5, I be looking at niggas.
Yeah, you be looking at nigga funny, like you don't even know what friendship is. So you understand? But what I'm saying is that, yeah, like men don't understand how much women, you know, we look at them and they're adults. But we don't really understand how fragile they are, because their fragility is not just physical. Their fragility, because of their emotionality, is mental. And we got to be there to fucking, that's why we're the natural leaders. We got to be there to guide them through the fucking woods. We got to be there to guide them through the storm. They fucking emotionally depend on us. They physically depend on us. They socially depend on us. Everything about a woman depends on a fucking man. This is why you got to be this is why manhood is a skill set. This is fucking why, because we run all this shit. We lead all this shit. All of them. Every last one of them. Every last one of the boss bitches. Every last one of the independent women. Every last one of the fucking feminists with the blue hair and the Karens and all of them bitches. All of them are depending on us. Every single last one of them. You understand? And a lot of men don't realize how important that shit is and how on point we need to be to make sure that shit goes down correctly. You know what I'm saying? It's really important, guys. 2126. You are on live with the Manhood is a skill set show. Name, age, city. Where did you send it, or are you taking a free call?
Yes, hello. This is Hamza. I'm 26 from Morocco. And
Hamza, 26 from Morocco, and you're taking a free call?
Yes.
All right, go ahead, bro. What's on your mind?
Yes, sir. So I have a question. I know you guys are talking about not liking women in general, but my question is, I have some type of
hold on, Hamza, hold on, Hamza. You said something that's not accurate. We're not talking about not liking women in general. Hold on, real quick. This is not a female bashing panel, channel, or any of that. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the fact that this is with anybody in life, family members, co-workers. If you really think about it, most people you really don't like when it comes to their personalities. That's what we're talking about. Go ahead.
Exactly. I agree. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted to ask, actually. That's my situation. I don't really like people in general. I just I'm not that social, I guess. But my question is, how can I navigate life when I know that I don't really like people that much? How can I filter through the people? I'm not just calling about women. I'm talking about people in general, especially family members or people like other associates in life, in work, or in your normal life, basically. Yeah, that's my question.
Well, I'm going to turn this question over to Zag and Mouse. I might be the rare individual that likes people. Like, I really like people. Like, the thing is, I feel like most people are too invested in expectations of other people.
Right.
And I really don't have any expectations of other people.
Right.
Deep down inside, I know that they're always, or majority, is going to do what's best for them.
Right.
So I can be cool with a coworker and like that we are different. But at the bottom line is, when something happens, I know he's going to cover himself and his ass more than mine's. And sometimes the reason I don't believe you should go through life not liking people. There's too many people on earth. Now, being friends and letting a certain amount of people get close to you is something different. You don't have to let everybody get close to you. Everybody you know doesn't have to be a friend. Everybody that is acquaintance, you don't have to be chummy with. However, I love seeing people and seeing the difference in people. I like going into a room and seeing a mixture of people, not just race, but financial, likes, music. It brings variety to our society, and I love it. So when I'm at work, there's people that irritate me, but not long, because I'm not too invested in it.
Right.
I'm not too invested in those people. So you can socialize without giving too much of yourself to not like people. And what I mean by that is saying hello and hi is not giving too much. Hey, how you doing? How was your day? Have a great weekend. Cut conversations off if you don't want to talk. You know, if you need to handle something, be private and handle it. You don't have to say a lot of things about yourself. And you don't have to hear a lot of things about other people either. But I don't know. I'll turn this over to Miles and them. I like people. I just don't invest too much in them. I believe half of what I see and none of what they say. So that's where I go.
So, caller, let me ask you a question. Yeah. Your name is Hamza, right?
Yeah.
All right. Do you like Hamza?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. What do you like?
I love Hamza, actually.
What do you? So, no, I didn't ask you if you love Hamza. I asked you if you like Hamza. That's what I asked you.
Okay.
What do you like about? What do you like about yourself?
I like the fact that I have this, like, how do you say it in English? Basically, I have this. I'm not sure how do you call it. This, I guess, entitlement or something like that. But I just like to think for myself more than other people. Basically, I just like the fact that I actually give myself the most priority, and I don't give a fuck what other people try to say about me. But that's the most thing that I like. I like also the fact that I'm okay with being alone, with being with myself, and
you're okay.
having my own back.
You're okay with being alone?
I guess I said I like the fact that that's like one of the things that I like about myself, basically.
No, but you said you're okay with being alone.
Versus you like being alone. Two different things.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, most of the times I am alone, so I guess I like being alone because when I talk to people, I don't like.
You see, I'm having trouble with your language because you said most of the time I'm alone, so I guess I like being alone. You see, I'm not buying this. I'm not buying this, Hamza. There's something going on with you, and I think because let me tell you something. Everything starts from within. So when I heard you say I don't like people, all I'm thinking about is what do you really think about yourself? And based on your language, I'm not getting anything convincing that lets me truly believe that your company is the best company for you.
Yeah, the thing that makes me a bit hesitant is the fact that I'm not at the most optimal situation that I can be at right now.
Hamza, right there. Real quick, I'm glad you admitted that. Here, and this is what Miles is trying to say. When you actually like yourself, there's going to be people that want to be around you. Period. Right? They're going to want to be around you. But there's a big difference between people wanting to be around you and you're like, I'm good. I don't want no company right now, and I'm straight. Versus there is nobody that wants to be around you, and you're coping with that.
Okay.
So do you feel like most people don't understand you?
I'm not sure, but to what Kazak said, I understand that maybe some people would not like to be around me, or maybe all of them, I guess, but it's not something that really matters to me, to be honest. But yeah, I just.
But okay, so let me pause you real quick. So I think what we're trying to get at is that.
Hold on.
I think what we're trying to get at is for you to understand that sometimes subconsciously we don't like people because we feel like people don't like us. So it's a coping mechanism that says, hey, I don't like people. And really it's because you think people don't like you. And so to cope with that and not to feel the depression of that, you say, you know what? I don't like other people. So I don't care what they think.
Okay.
Yeah. See,
okay,
people who like themselves, I'm gonna tell you something, Hamza. And you know it's kind of fucked up. And I see why a lot of people don't like calling in, because once you truly look at the dynamics, calling in is like its own trick question. It's like you're already at a disadvantage by calling in. Because let me tell you something, Hamza. People who truly like themselves don't need to call in to say how much they don't like others. Do you understand that?
That's facts.
So what I'm trying to say, you may not understand it or you may not be able to fully articulate it, but there's something going on with you. And I think you alluded to some of it when you said, I'm not in the most optimal situation in my life right now. So there's something going on with you that you don't like about your life and yourself that is putting you in this position to make you call in to a show, because your number one thing was talking about, oh, yeah, you guys are talking about how you don't like women. No. We're not saying that. We were just saying, based on, it has something to do with what Lucario and I discussed yesterday about how you can go out and date and have sex with a lot of women and not actually like them as a function of compatibility. As a function of compatibility, you don't like the person necessarily because you realize that, yeah, we could go out on dates and we can have sex and we could even have a good time, but we're not aligned identity wise. So you're not going to like the person. But to say that we don't like people in general, that's an entirely different conversation. But that's where you decided to focus the conversation. So understand that the way you called in and the focus that you took on the topic of the show says more about what's going on with Hamza than anything else.
And I'm glad you made Hamza real quick before you reply to what Miles said. I'm gonna give it back to you real quick. And I'm glad you said that, Miles, because when you did call in and you said y'all are talking about not liking women in general, no, because it gives the impression that we're talking about disliking women. We didn't say anything about disliking women. We didn't say that.
Love them,
right? Yeah, we love women. We're just talking about on an individual basis. There are going to be women whose personality don't mess with yours, like Miles is saying. Beyond sex, we're not compatible.
Right.
Yeah, sexually, we're great. Beyond the bedroom, ain't happening. That's all we're talking about. Y'all got it.
So Miles, just to get back to what you said, I watched the show with Lucario and you yesterday. I know exactly what you're talking about. I never said that you guys don't hate women or anything like that. I remember you guys said something about the body count and the like count, which I agree with.
Yeah.
Where you said body count doesn't matter, but like counts matter, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So I know exactly where you're coming from. To come back to what you said, I think, like you alluded to the fact that I mentioned my personal situation. I agree that probably is the main factor that I need to focus on to see what's going on exactly.
Yeah.
But my question originally was, how can you navigate those hurdles to improve my social awareness, social skills, and actually start to like socializing with people?
Okay,
That's
so
what I'm trying to have.
Okay, so this is not okay. So this is what I'm saying to you. This exposes a lot. Thank you. So what I need you to understand is you are not having an issue with liking people. You are having an issue with your own social skills. That's what it is. So because you called in and said, I don't like people in general. And you also tried to say that you were cool with yourself and you like being alone. But now and I think Jay Roman touched on it a little bit earlier it's more like you're having issues with having better social skills so you can learn how to speak to people and relate to people, correct?
Yeah, so that plus the fact, like when I say navigate, it's the fact that also there's that part of me that really hates some aspects of people in general. Like, stop.
Here's what you need to understand about life. About life. There's no way that you can hate aspects of people without hating yourself. No fucking way. Because all those people that you think you're talking about, do you know any of them?
No.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 26.
You have been living with Hamza for 26 years. Anything that you claim that you hate about people, it starts with who?
With me.
Exactly. So this is where you got to start. This is why we tell you the truth is inside you. This is why we say it all the time. Lucario and myself, we say it on our show. You got to start with yourself. You think you talking all this shit about all these people. You don't know none of those people because you don't even have. And I'm not trying to insult you, but based on what you've told us, you don't even have the social skills to get to know those people. So how the fuck do you know that you have this? You know what I'm saying? That you don't all these people you don't like and this that. No, it's something you got to start with self. You got to start with Hamza and realize, okay, I got to learn to like Hamza, and then from there, I got to learn to practice my social skills so I can learn how to relate to people. Now, learning how to relate to people don't have anything to do with liking them or not, but it's about communication. It's about realizing that you're a human being like others and that whether you acknowledge it or not, we are actually all connected. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I understand.
So until you reach that level where you start to realize those things and you have a mindset to understand that we're all connected, to understand that you have to start with yourself.
Let me ask him a question here.
No, it won't change. Go ahead.
Hamza? How do you pronounce your name again? I want to make sure I say it correctly.
So it's Hamza.
Hamza. All right. Are you on anybody's program? Because I know you listen to the shows, but are you on anybody's program?
Yeah, so I used to be on the Zoom calls with Miles. I don't think you remember me, Miles. I was under the name of HP.
Yeah, I actually do remember you. I do remember you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been with you on the Zoom calls for 2 months. I also got the Lucario membership, Babel membership, just for a month. But afterwards, I had to drop and just stick with the free shows because,
right,
couldn't afford it anymore. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, take advantage of the free shows and type in those questions and stuff. I think right now, though, you would really benefit from some coaching.
Yeah,
from Miles or wherever you're comfortable with.
Zag, actually, to be honest.
Yeah, or Zag,
yeah,
whichever person, because it's almost like someone's looking out the shell and they say, I don't like what's outside because they're nervous to step outside. And you're there because you made the phone call. You're there because you understand what we're talking about. You're there because you agree with some of the things. And it's time to start kind of making those steps, right? Do you live in Morocco or are you from Morocco?
No, I live in Morocco.
You live in Morocco. Okay. I work with somebody that's Moroccan, and he's told me a little bit about the social life and things there. So, I definitely would step out and enjoy life there. However, you might want some coaching to help you with that. And maybe you can, email Zag or, one of these gentlemen to set something up because, you're there, but you got to start putting some real action behind it.
Let me ask the caller a real quick question. Real quick, because I don't want to get too far into it. As far as your religion, do you feel like, based on your upbringing, that you weren't exposed to dealing with people socially? Was that a problem, in your adolescent years, teenage years?
As far as my religion, yes, that affected my upcoming as a kid. Also, I had some situations where I completely checked out of life at a very young age. I completely self-isolated myself, basically. I still had some friends that I hang out with, but I just started hating dealing with other people in general because of religion, because of some cultural stuff that are like forced upon us.
Okay, stop right there. Okay, Hamza, stop right there, because I don't want to get too far into it. This might be something you need to get back with Miles on, because we're talking about identity or an identity crisis. right? And what I mean by that is because of your culture, your religion, and your upbringing, it seems that was the preeminent, dominant thing when it comes to how you move. But what it also seems like, another part of you, there's like an internal battle with some of those things, and I think you're still battling with what you want to do as an individual versus what you were socialized and conditioned to believe and follow.
Yeah, that's for sure.
All right, man. Well, Hamza, we'll let you go now. If you get back in a situation where you could get some coaching, some one-on-ones, or get back on the Zoom calls, that would be dope. But until then, I guess keep checking out the shows, man. Appreciate you. All right.
Thank you, guys.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Yeah. Morocco got some rules that are not conducive to the connection.
Yeah.
So they can socialize, but a man and a woman ain't supposed to be in a room by themselves, and that's law. That ain't like a mom and dad saying, hey, don't go in the room. And then if they catch you not married, back in the day, because I work with somebody back in the day, they used to take you to jail, and then when you left from jail, you went to the I don't know where they call it, religious, whatever, the church or whatever per se, and got married.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. Back in the day, they used to take you to go get married. Now they say you got to pay a fine.
So no fornicating. So if they caught you fornicating and you were unmarried,
yep,
you go to jail, and then right from jail you got to get married.
back in the day, that's what they used to do. Now it's a fine.
Now it's a fine.
So you got to pay a fine.
But see,
and
I just want to point out real quick, and I just want to the mere fact that there are laws on the books to prevent people from doing what's natural shows you how they have been trying to control sex. You know what I'm saying? It just shows you, guys, listen. Shout out to, I'm glad you mentioned that, J. Roman. The mere fact that they have laws on the books to punish you to do what's natural is ridiculous.
When it comes to religion and culture and things like that, I always like people to tell me the benefit of it as you're telling me the negative of it. Right? Because that keeps me balanced on my judgment, because right now when my coworker was talking to me about it, they have the lowest divorce rate you would ever see. They got the lowest out of wedlock children. They have the not saying it doesn't happen, but
but what I'm saying is the women will fuck around and get killed doing that shit. But go ahead, fam.
Well, they don't get killed, but it ain't done a lot. I tell you that it ain't done a lot. Right. Which is really crazy if you really see some Morocco women, man. There's some beautiful women. So so you gotta, in any situation, you gotta see or count, be humble and count the benefits as much as you say the negatives if you think in your head too, to understand why it came about, or maybe what was happening. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying, I like to see the full picture before I put my stamper, on it.
Yeah. Let me get to His Holiness with the 499. The manhood is a skill set panel of masters that deciphering personalities. Game is undefeated. And let me also say this as well. Shout out to the Saint and the Sinner. A couple years back, he did I don't know if it was a live stream or a pre-recorded video. I don't remember what it was. But he's on some other shit now. Salute to him, whatever. But my point is this. He was talking about being in Morocco and dealing with a Moroccan woman. And he told a story, and again, I wasn't there, so I don't know how accurate the story is, but he told a story of how the woman initially tried to pass herself off as a chick that don't get down like that, right? But he ended up smashing, I guess, and she revealed to him that she got the surgery, the vinoplasty, vaginal, whatever the fuck it is, to make your shit tighter or whatever the fuck, right? And I just want guys to understand that this woman in Morocco is telling the homie, there's a video, I don't know if he still got it up on his channel or not, about how she had the surgery because she wanted to have sex outside of marriage. She wanted to engage in casual sex because women want to fuck. And because the surgery is there, women are like, oh, I know a way I can get my jollies off, but still appear to be the quintessential good girl that I need to be married. Just understand that. There we go, right there. But well, it's a particular name for it, like vaginoplasty. There's a particular name for it where they tighten that shit back up so the guy can believe that, damn, ain't nobody been in here but me, kind of shit.
Right.
So just understand that that's happening. That's why when you guys say, "Oh, I met this chick, yeah, she's like 28, she's a virgin," I'm like, you don't know if she had that surgery or not, bro. Look, guys. If you wanted a virgin, you should have snatched you one up in high school. That's all I'm gonna say about that, right? Because once they leave high school, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, nigga.
No. I know they got something where they be steaming it. The steam be coming up. Or whatever.
The yoni steaming and the yoni spa treatment and all that shit. Yeah, they got that shit. Yeah.
Hey, and I'm gonna speak directly to the ladies. Thank you for whatever you do.
Yeah, yo, all my ladies that stay consistent with their waxing. Shout out to shout out to y'all. You know.
And get your Kegel on, ladies. Get your Kegel on.
Kegel on. Yeah, man. You got to take
you for all the things you do.
for all that you do to take the yonis. Yes. Get the waxing, get the steaming, keep that shit healthy. Mocks up.
Sundresses, the high heels. Thank you.
Most women I see casually invite me over. How do I lead while keeping it strictly sexual? I don't invite women to my place, and hotels every time aren't a sustainable option. What's the right move?
Let me say this, because I'm peeping what you're saying. Shout out Miles. He says your language exposes you. He says most women I see casually invite me over. So without speaking to you, what that tells me is you're in a lot of conversations where women are leading the interaction. They're leading the interaction because you should not be in conversations where women are always the initiator of you guys doing something. Okay, women shouldn't really be the initiator of any of that shit. It should be you, right? So when you say most women invite me over, how come you're not setting something up, right? So what that tells me is you're waiting on the woman to give you clues or to show you that it's okay. Because then you say, how do I lead while keeping it strictly sexual? I don't invite women to my place, and hotels every time aren't a sustainable option. So, guys, if you're gonna date or if you're gonna have sex, not even a date really, guys, if you're gonna deal with women, you need to have a plan for how you're gonna deal with them, right? You're all over the place. You're saying, I don't invite women to my place, and hotels every time aren't sustainable. So if you're not gonna invite women back to your place, then you gotta pay for a hotel. Guys, and I'll pass it right to y'all. You can't be cheap. You can't be cheap. And this is what I mean by being cheap. You can't say, I don't want to invite a woman back to my place because I don't trust them like that. But I also don't want to get a hotel because it gets expensive. So I'm hoping she got her own place, so we got a place to fuck. What are we doing? I got
it. Yeah, I don't like the whole question. I don't like none of it. Like everything seems weird.
To me, it just says my phone game is weak. Look.
Please elaborate.
No, because this is where you on the phone say, hey, I'm gonna come through. Like you ain't got to casually invite me. I'm already invited myself. Look, hey, on Saturday I'm coming through. I like to say what type of drink I want in the refrigerator, what you might be cooking, what we gonna do, and how fun it's gonna be, and then I'm gonna leave. Like that's just what it is. I tell you this: when we was younger, me in 1950, be sitting there on two different sides of the couches, on the phone. And in 15 minutes or less, you give them the best 15-minute conversation you can and set things up and out. I'm talking about, and 15 minutes is a long time. That's a long time, almost undeserving. But, you ain't talked all day. I can give you this 15 minutes and you set it up. You say, hey, I know it's been some...
No, continue, J. Roman. I'm tripping at this Airbnb shit. But go ahead. Continue. My bad, brother.
Yeah, I mean, You give them this 15-minute. How was your day? What's up? How you doing? Look, this is what we doing. I'm gonna come through. This is what I like in the refrigerator. Oh yeah, my favorite color is this. Are you gonna have that on? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and bring this, and I'm bringing. I stopped by the store and grabbed this lick real quick, or not. Whatever, and we're gonna enjoy. You're gonna enjoy your time. Your time is this Wednesday. It's been allotted for you, and we're going to have a great time. And so when you come over there and she opens that door, the essence is already there. You smell, she's looking good. She got something in the pot, and y'all sit and have a great conversation. Now, if this is a just sexual thing, then of course I'm not talking about what you're cooking and things like that. It's, hey, I'm coming over.
Right.
Sometimes I tell her, I don't even want the lights on. I want you to answer the door in the nude.
Exactly.
Why can you do that? Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. And we go from there.
We got some questions we got to get to.
All right, bro.
We got some questions we got to get to.
Real quick.
No, that's all good.
Yeah, for sure.
I just want to say this though. Why is the Airbnb better to fuck a chick? Guys, don't be wasting y'all money trying to impress these women. Don't look. Let me tell y'all something, guys. I have had sex with women I just met outside at an elementary school. You know what I'm saying? Middle of the night on a swing. You know what I'm letting you know, right? Or in a pool, or in the mall bathroom. Real quick, I was in the mall one time, bro. I was gonna go see. This is back in the day when they had the movie theater right there, right next to the mall and shit. And I was gonna go see. A midday matinee. I was gonna go see a midday matinee by myself, mind you, right? So I'm in the mall, right? Shout out to Crossroads Mall off of Fredericksburg Road, right? I'm in the mall, and I run into this young lady, right? And we get to talking, and like I do, I get to talking real sexual, and I say, "Yo, I'm gonna fuck you in the bathroom." She's like, "What?" I'm like, "Go to the bathroom, go to the female bathroom, go to the last stall, and make sure it's clean in there, and make sure ain't nobody in there. Go, go, go." Right? So she goes to the bathroom, she come back, she has the door open like this. So we go in the bathroom. I don't want to give all the details away, but we fucking in the bathroom, right? In the mall bathroom, right? So my point is, y'all are so worried about all of these. Oh, let me get an Airbnb so the bitch is so it's fancy for the bitch. When a woman want dick, bro, and there's a place you can do it real quick, she'll take the dick. Like, stop worrying about all that. It's got to be special. That's not your wife. That's not your 20-year silver anniversary or nothing like that. Like, chill, right? Like y'all do too much for these chicks, right? So let me get to these questions though. Like, I'm running my mouth and shit. Hold on, real quick.
But if you can't trust them to the point too much, you don't need to be doing anything with them. Like, that's a vulnerable state to be in. I used to cut off every light in the house and just leave a dim light in my bedroom on. There's only one path.
One path
straight there.
to the light.
Yeah, to go to the light. That's
Follow the light. Yes, sir. All right, we got Alan Garcia. He says, is it okay just to walk up to a girl and say, "Hey, I find you attractive and I want to talk to you"? And if it goes well, is it okay to ask out in the first conversation?
How old are you? Alan, with all due respect, how old are you?
Is it okay?
You got to be 18. You got to be 18 and up. You got to be 18 and up. Okay, guys, stop. And I'm gonna ask all guys, and I wish you would call in, Alan. There's 3 free calls. I have to ask you guys this question. Yeah.
We got 2 free calls left, guys.
2 free. Oh, my bad. 2 free calls left. So call in. Let me just say this real quick. I don't understand why you guys feel the need. Okay, you put them on hold just real quick. Question.
All right, 909. Hold on 1 second. 909. Do not hang up. Hold on.
And this question might be for you too, caller. So hold on. I'm gonna ask this one question, a rhetorical question. I want everybody to think about this. Alan, think about this. Why do y'all feel the need to verbalize that you think the woman is attractive? You being in her face, hitting on her should be enough. Caller,
that's facts. All right, go ahead. 909. Name, age, city, and yeah, you taking a free call, correct?
Yes.
All right, go ahead. Name, age, city.
Giovanni, and I am in California and 25 years old.
I had a quick question.
What's on your mind?
The quick question.
Giovanni, hold on. Giovanni, hold on, because I gotta let Miles know who you are. This is the salsa dancer, Miles.
Okay.
Oh, the salsa dancer guy. Okay, hey, what's up with you, man? How you been? All right, that's what's up.
Yeah, I'm good. Just enjoying life. Just trying to improving my game.
Yes,
That's
sir.
all.
What's on your mind? Go ahead.
So Steve asked this question. I hear him ask it a lot, and I don't have too much time myself. So I hope you don't have to rush to answer it. Just let me know if I need to be here or not for it to hear the answer.
Just ask the question, my nigga. God damn, ask the question.
Sorry. How do I answer the question about why should a woman fuck me? Can you give me some guidance on how to answer that question? Yeah, that's my question.
Okay. So are you anticipating that a woman is going to ask you that or something?
No. I just thought that was a very philosophical question. A woman will wonder why should I fuck this dude? But I feel like
it's a great question. No, it's a great question. Why would a woman want to fuck me? And every man who's having trouble with women should ask himself that question while he's looking in the mirror. Why would a woman want to fuck me? Right? And if you really thought about it, right? If you took like the superficialness out of it, like, because guys they think about, oh, I look a certain way, or I got name brand clothes, or I got jewelry, or I got this nice car. If you took all of that bullshit away and you really took a look at yourself as far as how you conduct yourself, how you behave, and how you interact with women, do you really conduct yourself in such a way where a woman would get nice and moist and say, I want him? Guys need to ask themselves that question. When you're face to face with women and you're conversing, are you really talking like a guy where women can't wait to get you home and see what it do sexually? Are you that guy? Go ahead, Mom.
All right. Caller, Giovanni, right?
Yes.
So do you have a job?
2.
You have 2 jobs.
3, more like.
3. Yeah. Lord have mercy. So did you have to interview for any of those jobs?
Yes.
Okay. The job that you had to interview for, when they asked you, they at some point they may have asked you, why should we hire you? Right?
Yes.
What was your answer?
Well, I would really just sell myself like that. I would sell myself on how determined I am to learn and how I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get the job done. That I'm very dependable, so you don't have to worry about me at all. I'll be able to do the role that you have hired me for.
Mm-hmm.
And I can be very consistent. Yes. I don't mention inconsistency. I just say I'm very consistent. And when I do make a mistake, I'm willing to adjust and adapt to those mistakes that I've made or learn from them.
Okay. So you figured out how to sell yourself for the job, right?
Yes.
Okay. So in the realm of why should a woman want to fuck you? What's the job?
Well, to be consistent and do your part as a guy. I wouldn't know the details of that.
You wouldn't know the details of that?
No.
Wait, have we ever had sex, Giovanni?
Yeah, just once.
Just once. Okay. And what do you know about the job from that one experience? The occupation of having sex. What do you know about it from that one experience? Or what can you tell me?
That you do have to be a leader. You need to be dominant and assertive. Being passive is very
unattractive.
Not needed in this situation of making it happen. Okay. Or really, if you are passive, it might not even happen at all.
Okay. So you have to be dominant. What else?
A leader.
You have to be a leader. Same thing. Stop giving me synonyms and give me actual different reasons.
I don't know what else to say to it.
Okay. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. You need to do some more research. You need to do some more research because you don't and you need to either watch Yeah, he's getting coach from that. You need to do more research on sex. You need to read some more romance novels, or you need to listen to some erotic stories. You don't necessarily, I wouldn't tell you to watch porn because you fucking kids today, you get all addicted to porn like some fucking idiots with a crutch. So I'm gonna leave that alone. But you need to get yourself in the. Do you have any friends that you don't have no boys, no fellas that you hang with that can exchange sex stories and nothing?
Not close by. I have a homie 2 hours away. I talked to him. He's told me his sex stories and stuff like that.
Okay.
Go ahead, my bad.
So that's what I'm saying. You need to get a little bit more. You need to get a little bit more information, and then you need to look at yourself. Now, you said two things. You said you need to be dominant and you need to be a leader, which is pretty much the same thing. Are you any of those things? Yeah, you're taking way too long to answer. So. See, you're taking way too long to answer. So you're taking way too long to answer. So this is the issue that you're having. This is why you don't know if any woman should fuck you. You really don't know.
I do not.
Exactly. So you know about the occupation, but you don't know if you're the right man for the job. So that in itself will be the reason why it's going to be hard for a woman to decide to fuck you. Do you understand that?
Okay.
So this is why you need coaching, and you need to do some more reflection. But go ahead, K-Zach.
No, I want to say this, and this is for all the guys listening. And Hamza, if you're listening, this is for you too. And this has something to do with Hamza, your upbringing. A lot of you guys, you don't know your own sexuality. You don't know the depths of your own self sexually. You don't know yourself. And as a result, consequently, you don't know women. One of the things, and I've said this, shout out to Jay Roman, shout out to Miles, and shout out to the fellows on the Real Game No Theory panel, and there's other guys that we rock with. You literally have to be the walking, talking embodiment of sex.
Facts.
You have to embody sex. That is what draws women to you. That is what makes women gravitate to you when you're on a date or a woman is next to you and she all up on you. It's not a bunch of words and you rhyming shit trying to seduce her. No, it's about everything about you. Every way you move, the way that you smile, the way that you sit, the way that you enunciate your words, everything about you, the woman is looking at like, that's a man right there. Everything about you. And a lot of you guys, you never get to that point of understanding who you are in that way because you're so worried about what other people were thinking. And you're so worried about trying to be other things to other people so you will have people fuck with you. Go ahead, caller.
I completely understand. Yeah, I do completely agree. I don't understand myself. Like I said, I only started very recently. I'm trying to think about sex more and kind of understand it more and how to make this stuff happen.
You're 20. You said you're 26?
25.
25. I think Hamza was 26. So do you masturbate?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you get from masturbation? Just a nut?
No. Stress relief and joy.
Okay.
And yeah.
What did I walk in?
I don't know if it was right.
Okay. So stress relief and joy, correct?
Heavy pause.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying about the difference between somebody who understands game and the average guy. You see, you don't understand how and why things start from the inside. So even though you're touching yourself, the joy and the stress relief is still separate it from you, because you don't believe that is something that should be a part of you. You don't embody it. So you touch yourself, you masturbate, you nut, you get the release, you get the joy, but you don't attach it to who you are. Because if you masturbate and it feels good to you, and you know that you get release and you get joy, that's 2 reasons why a woman should fuck you. But you're not even of the mindset to associate that with yourself, because you don't believe that you deserve that. I bet you are you ashamed a little bit when you touch yourself, when you masturbate? You feel a little ashamed?
Tiny bit.
Yeah, of course.
Really?
That's what it is. Yeah, of course.
See, right there.
Okay, so
Right there.
I'm gonna ask you this question: are you less confident because you don't have sex?
In my sexual abilities, yes. At least specifically that. Yes.
Okay. So is there a particular reason why you're not having sex?
I just not really. I haven't put in enough work, nor have I think the social spaces I'm in, I'm holding myself back a little bit. I spoke with Zach about this before.
I love it when people have the answer. So how come you haven't just did that then? Put a little more work in it. change a different social setting or the circle, or be honest. Are you being honest with your circle?
To answer your question, no. I'll be like direct. No, I'll say yes and no, but no.
Yeah. I'm not gonna sit here and act like getting sex is hard. It's not very hard to do, but the harder work is realizing what you need to do for yourself to make that happen. And I think that's what needs to happen. You need to. Who are you? Do you get any coaching by anybody?
Yeah, I'm with Zach.
Now, this is the question that's gonna. When you are with Zag, or you have these questions and these answers and things like that, do you actually apply what he tells you to do?
Yes. I've tried to be a little bit more playful with flirting. I've tried to keep some of the things he said in mind when talking to women.
Okay, so
try to keep it definitely. In the past, I used to talk a lot and then kind of just say like, "Hey, I think you're attractive. Put my number in your phone."
Hey.
I've been a little bit less passive and more assertive, definitely over time, and I talked less and kept it short and sweet. And I got my answer, whether it's no or yes. Usually, lately it's been nothing but no's.
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing, and I know Zag has been touching on this with you, because this is just game. When you say the word try, that means you're really, really, really thinking about it, which is good. But you have to believe it as you do it. So it's not a try. It's yes, I've been flirting more. Yes, I've been talking to women, telling them they're attractive, and my intentions on why I'm talking to them. I have been doing that. I've been getting some no's, but it's only a matter of time, because I see I'm doing it more often and talking to more women. So I know pretty sooner or later things are going to jump off. That's a belief. Do you understand what I'm getting at?
Yes, I do.
And the reason why you got to believe it is because you're actually trying to sell it. It's like somebody trying to sell a product that they know don't work. They beat around the bush if it works. Oh, yeah, it's red. It's red. It's a pump. It's a really good pump. It's red. I think you should buy it. And you're like, well, do you got the pump? I don't really have the pump. I don't really use it. I don't really. But if you believe a product and that product is you sell it a lot differently. Does it make sense? You
Let me
understand
ask
what I'm
the caller
saying?
a question. Caller, let me just, okay, my bad. Go ahead.
No, I just want
Go ahead,
to.
caller.
Does it make sense? Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
I completely understand.
All right, so
I have to believe it myself.
So before I give it to Zach, my main point is that for those, not just you, for those who have coaching, that mindset needs to change along with the actions. You got to fully buy into yourself on what you are after and what you are trying to work on. And so when you approach it a lot differently, and the people you're talking to you will see it a lot differently, because confidence is about the belief in what you are doing and then feeling that belief. So go ahead, Zach.
Let me add this. Yeah, and the confidence is not about whether you've done it or not. Like what Jay Roman is saying, it's the belief you can do it. It's not about whether you've done it or not. It's the belief. Once you do it, then you get the competence, which that's the all right, I did it before. Now you do it again and you become better at it. Right? So, caller, I caught something that you said earlier. And you did the same thing that one of the guys in the chat, he asked a question. You said when you meet women, you tell them, I think you're very attractive. Why do you do that? Why do you use that as a buffer? Like that's a buffer word or a buffer phrase. Why do you feel the need to tell women that they are attractive?
I will say I did that in the past. I don't know if this is the same, but I'll say a woman is beautiful. That's usually something I would say. I don't know if that's the same as saying attractive.
It's the same, yeah. But why though? What do you know why? Do you know why you say it?
Because I can't think of anything else to say.
See, right there. Okay, right there. And that's why women ain't gonna want to fuck you. The women ain't gonna want to fuck you because there's no originality in you. And I said this recently about compliments. You know, whatever superlative you want to use, beautiful, gorgeous, stunning. A woman's grandfather tells her she's beautiful.
Right.
So you telling a woman that she's beautiful, how does that have any sexual connotation to it when her grandpappy tells her that?
Right.
So and shout out to Miles with the masculine identity. Guys, if you're going to compliment a woman, can you at least come up with some shit that's in alignment with who you are as a person instead of just generic shit? Yeah,
look, I'll say this for you, caller. You got some work to do. But the bottom line is stop telling women shit they already know. Start telling them what you want. So like you need to start going up to women and saying, hey, I need you to get to know me. You understand? I need you to make yourself free Friday evening. Something like that. You got to start giving these women instructions. But I have a question for you. You are the salsa dancer, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a salsa move that you like to do often, like a move that your kind of go-to move.
My go-to move.
Or a dance.
It's called the 360.
All right, great. That's fine. So when you do the 360 and you're putting together a choreographed move or whatever, right? Or you're doing like a sequence. Do you do the 360 because you choose to do the 360, or you do the 360 because you have nothing else, no other moves to pull out?
Because I choose to do it.
Oh, so you see the difference, right? Just now you said the reason why you tell a woman that she's beautiful is because you don't have anything else to say. So do you see how automatically your quote unquote compliment becomes disingenuous? And believe it or not, a woman can sense how disingenuous you are when you come up to her and say these things. Just like if you was to do the 360 and then keep doing the 360 because you ain't got no other moves, then you wouldn't look like a competent salsa dancer, would you?
No.
Okay, so how do you expect to look like a competent man telling a woman some disingenuous, general, banal compliment? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do understand what you're saying.
Okay. How many women have you practiced talking to in the month of January?
I don't keep count. But I'll say I average about 3 a day, but some days I'll have up to 10.
Oh. So you're doing up to 10. You're doing between 3 and 10 a day, and you still haven't gained any more confidence. You still don't know what to say to women. Am I to believe this?
I'm learning to attach myself to the compliment. I'm trying to understand that and trying to learn that.
Okay, but hold on, stop. But caller. Okay, real quick, because peep what you said. You said attach myself to the compliment. Guys, you don't have to give a woman a compliment at all if you don't want to. So caller, real quick, because I know we hitting overtime right now. So let me just say this. I'll just give you a real quick example. Right, back in the day, not too far, probably about 10, 15 years ago, right? I used to run into chicks that wore lip gloss, right? And I liked the way lip gloss looked on a bitch's lips, right? So when I ran into that, I would tell the chick, "Girl, your lips look
amazing,
a little nice. What flavor lip gloss is that?" And if she said like apricot, I'd be like, "Oh, word, it's one of my favorite flavors. Let me taste that shit." So you see how I mentioned her lips because I like nice lips, but also I brought it back to me about tasting the shit, right? So my point is, as men, we are intentional. You should not be just saying shit to women just to say shit. Everything that comes out of your mouth should have a rhyme or reason to it. A lot of you guys, y'all just be talking to talk.
Facts. Real talk. Yep.
Real quick, I want to mention I've done something like that actually this week, and I hesitated and said sorry after saying it.
Sorry.
But I am I do understand what you're saying. I am getting to that point. I'm focusing on what I like about them, and then I say that specific thing.
Wait. What you like? What do you like? What do you like about women you just met? What do you like about women you just met? What do you like about them?
I noticed certain things I like. One is lips, whether it is lipstick or just naturally their own. That's something that I gravitate to. And hair, definitely like curly hair most. But
how often do you dance with the salsa thing? How many times do you guys get together?
I dance about 2 or 3 times a week.
Okay, cool. And there's a lot of women
socially.
There's a lot of women there, right?
Yes.
Jay, you.
Well, part of salsa is being suave. In fact, that's a. I think there's a like a salsa term
retreat going up.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Jay, like this dude that you're talking to, he don't know how to associate nothing that he learns with himself because he don't love himself. He has, look, as long as he's been doing, because we had this conversation last fucking Saturday, as long as he's been doing salsa, he has never associated the dance with anything sexual and said it to a woman in his life.
That is salsa dancing. It's one of the most sexy dances.
One of the most sexiest fucking.
It is, right?
Wait, that's what I'm saying.
History.
But him. Everybody know but him.
All right, listen. I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna give you one line.
It's my specific. Okay.
I'm gonna give you one line for salsa dancing. When she does steps, you look at her and say, those were some great steps. There was one thing wrong. And she goes, what? You just tell her those steps wasn't in my direction.
Woo!
There you go.
All right.
Yo,
like,
bro, let me tell you, the fucking salsa dancing, the tango, all that. Do you know how this shit is automatically by default sexual? And this guy never associated
That's what I'm saying.
What the fuck are we doing, man?
For years, I thought the word suave came from salsa dancing because it was a move. It was to be smooth and such a like you being suave. All that is sexy.
This dude got me tight. Somewhere along the way, you decided to hate yourself.
So do you apologize when you're dancing salsa, when you grab them and pull them in closer?
Hey,
or do you just do it because that's what dancing entails?
No, I do it because that's what dancing entails.
There you go. There you go.
But
guess what?
So
that's life.
Can I point something out just real quick? Just real quick. Just on your point. I do it. I'm talking to Zach about this. I do it for both leisure and also hopefully one day professional. So that's just a part of the reason why I hold myself back. I don't want to seem like that guy who's just there to like hit on women.
Okay. That's what I like to tell you. That's what I like to tell you.
Hold on. Real quick. Well, Giovanni, there's a difference between you not hitting on the women at the dance school, but you can still go out to these clubs and do it there. Go ahead.
Yeah. Not at the school. We don't want you to be a creep. We don't want you hitting on everybody. We know you're not going to be hitting on everybody, by the way. But we don't want you hitting on everybody. But when you go out to these dance clubs, my sister used to do salsa dancing. And I went out to one of the dance clubs and I had a great time. I had a wonderful time. But there's a lot of beautiful women that go dancing and they're trying to salsa.
I've been there. I've been salsa
and get grabbed and I was doing it horribly. I was not good at it. But I had several people trying to dance with me to show me. And they showed me a lot too, by the way, a whole bunch outside the club. We were not compatible with salsa dancing. However, we was very compatible outside of that. But I tell you this, I tried my best and I was acting like I was Don Juan up in there trying to dance.
He don't love himself. This motherfucker hates himself. That's what
I enjoyed myself. Go enjoy yourself at one of these salsa clubs. Enjoy yourself. Go enjoy yourself. I don't want you thinking about the dancing moves if you're doing it correctly. I want you to think about dancing with somebody and enjoying yourself, laughing, talking, having a good time, and flirting.
Not only that, not only that, because we showed on time. Not only that, real quick, let me just say this, and I'll go back to what I said on the Real Game No Theory joint. I think it was last Sunday or maybe the Sunday before that. When I would meet chicks at nightclubs, I would do the freak dancing, the grinding dancing with them, and I met a lot of chicks that way and took them home. To your point, Jay, there's a lot of chicks I met dirty dancing and grinding, right?
Right.
The point I'm trying to make, when you have a woman on a dance floor and you're dancing with her, that's the best time for you to get at her. You got her right there to whisper in her ear. There's nobody distracting you. I would use the time when I was dancing with the chicks. I'm getting at them while I'm dancing with them. Hey, girl, look.
Yeah.
After we get done with this dance, we leaving, right? Right. So that's the time to get at them. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna conclude with this, and K-Zaggin and J Roman, y'all not gonna jump in because I'm gonna hang up on them. Caller, you already said it. Is leadership, is dominance, and there is a release, and there is joy. Those are the 4 reasons why the woman should fuck you. Focus on those things and embody them. Okay. All right. Take it easy, brother. Thanks for calling.
All right. No problem.
On that note.
Yeah.
All right, Giovanni, good luck to you. On that note, what's going on with you fellas as we get up out of here? Yeah.
Real quick, he just gets me so tight because to be a semi-professional salsa dancer and you're still having problems with your sexuality, that is fucking mind.
It don't make sense. It don't make sense. It's you know what it is, Miles? Because you're looking at it with the game you have. Like, bro, if I was good at salsa dancing, the bitches I would have wrapped up. Yeah. Because again, salsa dancing is a sexual, sensual dance. So if you're with a woman at dancing with her, that gives her insight to how you move. Guys, when you dance with women, that can literally turn a woman on. That can turn a woman on.
My paws on them and spin would be vicious. Come on.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo.
Use that shit to your advantage.
Nigga, the gyrations, the moves, like the stamina, everything.
The dipping.
Bro, he can't even say to himself, I have balance, I have rhythm, and I have stamina. Those are 3 things why a woman should fuck him, because he's a professional dancer.
Yeah.
He can't put it together.
Exactly.
I'm gonna show y'all. This is how crazy it could be to not have game. That you could be a professional fucking dancer. You got so many things going for you, and you still can't get bitches.
And I've never danced naked in the moonlight.
Bro, he's a 26-year-old man. He's a 26-year-old dancer named Giovanni.
He should be cleaning up. That right there. Miles, right there.
A bitch asked me my name. My name is Giovanni. That sounds like some fucking name brand clothes or some shit. Come on, bro. Yo, this is what I'm.
Can I call you G? No.
This is why y'all niggas need this fucking game, bro. Because you could be rich, you could be 6'8", you could be good looking, you could have all the status in the world. But if you ain't got no fucking game, you're done. Crazy, man.
That's facts. Because look, guys, women aren't just gonna just throw pussy at you because you're cute necessarily. Yeah, you gotta have a little more substance to you than that. And to Miles's point, bro. And he live in California too, with all them Latinas out there, bro. You should be at the spots with the Brazilian chicks, the Puerto Rican chicks, the Cubanos, the Mexicanos. Yeah. Bro, you should be. Come on, bro. What's up? In fact,
with you? let me get on my internet. We're in the next salsa dancing class at.
Real talk, man. Fuck that shit.
To your point, the women do be gorgeous. The women out there are gorgeous. For all you guys that like gorgeous, beautiful women and like to tell them that.
Yeah.
But anyway, fellas, where can we find y'all at, man? I appreciate y'all being here.
Oh, yeah. Real quick, guys, go to Cunningham Elements. Make sure you get your shea butter. Like I was showing y'all earlier, I'm glistening, man. I put it on my beard. I put it on my hands and my elbows and stuff. It's really cold out there. Get your shea butter. Go to Cunningham Elements. Get your shea butter. Get your soap and get your cologne, Masculine Identity, Eau de Parfum, and Eau de Parfum Sport. And also, make sure y'all go to shoplecario.com and get the consultation with him in April. Look, it's guaranteed that we will take your matches and double it. Whatever matches you get in, we're gonna at least double it. At least. You understand what I'm saying? So holla at Lucario. Go to shoplucario.com. Get the online dating consultation with April and Mr. Lucario, and you guys could double your matches. So shoplucario.com and shoplucario.com and CunninghamElements.com. K-Zag, you already know, man. Appreciate you, man. Jay Roman, appreciate you. And yeah, man, let's get it.
Yeah, Zach, appreciate you having me in the show. Always fun, Miles.
Yes, sir.
If you would like to talk to me and consult with me, it is at J, the letter J, and then Romanway at gmail.com. Just send me an email and I'll respond and we can start off that way.
Thanks.
Zag, I appreciate it, like always. I just want to leave the note, though, that I know everybody's trying to learn something and improve themselves, which is a great thing, but you have to do the action and the work behind it, and you also have to do it with intent and have some fun with it. Don't be too rigid with it. Being rigid with it almost does the opposite when you're trying to do stuff, because people look at you and they can see that it's nervousness or they can see that it's not genuine. Mm-hmm. You got to have fun. You got to be loose with it. You got to be okay with making a mistake. Mm-hmm. I don't care if I fail. Well, I do care, but I'll learn from it and I'll do better next time. That's just how it goes. So failing is part of life, but what you do from it matters. So just keep going.
And let me just say, failure is a lesson. Failure is never a loss. Failure is a lesson. It's never a loss. On that note, we out. Real Game No Theory tomorrow. Real Game No Theory.